Here at The Balancing Act, we love to introduce you to inspiring people. Our next guest is no exception. The words "I can't" are not in her vocabulary. Tawana Williams is here with a very personal story that will empower us to persevere. Good morning, Tawana.
Good morning.
I am so glad you're here this morning.
Thank you.
You have so much to talk about, especially a personal story.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Yes, in 1963, I was born without arms due to the drug thalidomide that was given to my mom in her early trimester of pregnancy. It was given to her for fainting spells, dizziness, and this is the result of the thalidomide.
And the fact that you were born without arms, and we were talking about this earlier, yes. You were explaining to me how you were actually taught how to use other parts of your body to compensate for the fact that you did not have your arms. Can you share that?
Yes, actually, I was trained as a baby to use my feet as if they were my hands. My mom is an amazing woman, and she did something that was awesome. She sat down and wrote a letter to President John F. Kennedy in 1963, telling him about my story and telling him that we needed to know how I could be trained to use my feet as if they were my hands. A couple of weeks later, he wrote her back, telling her about a hospital in Durham, North Carolina. He told her not to worry about the money, and that they were expecting me, and they did.
And you were there for 4 years.
Yes.
4 years learning how to use your feet. What did they teach you?
They taught me everything about mobility and how to use what I had and how to just control my feet as if they were my hands.
And you learned how to write?
Yes.
You learned how to do basically everything anybody can do with their hands.
Absolutely. I type 35, 45 words a minute with my feet. I mean, the sky's the limit for me.
Now, obviously, you faced a lot of challenges growing up. Could you tell me what was your most challenging moment?
My most challenging moment was motherhood. Because motherhood for me didn't come with instructions nor directions. I really had to focus and figure it out, and I did it. At some point, I was braiding my daughter's hair,
You're kidding.
Feeding her, changing her diaper, burping her, bathing her. All of the things that one would do for their baby, I learned to do for my baby.
Unbelievable. No doubt you've never let this disability stop you, which brings me to your book.
Yes.
Because you're an author, which
Yes.
is so amazing to me. And I love the title, which is what struck me. Unarmed but Dangerous.
Yes, Unarmed but Dangerous is my story of relentless struggle and ultimate victory. And in the book, I wanted to change lives and let people know that they have the power to be unarmed but dangerous by totally committing themselves to their life, holding themselves accountable for whatever it was that they wanted, being willing to do whatever other people weren't willing to do, taking action in every area of their lives, never giving up, never quitting. Quitting is not an option for me and my family.
No matter what.
No matter what. And then finally, you got to have absolute faith and believe in yourself when other people don't. That's who I am.
I read the book and I loved it. It was a fabulous read, and you taught me a lot.
Thank you.
I will say you taught me a lot reading this book. And I wanted to quote, if you don't mind my doing,
Yes.
this sentence you wrote here. Life is good, and if you ask me how I live it, I fly without wings. Wow.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That sentence just means that I had to do it. I had to soar like an eagle with wings, but without wings, because I don't have arms.
Right.
I had to figure out a way to make it happen. I had to choose consciously to live my life, to make it happen for myself. When things weren't there or available for me, I created what I wanted, and that's what I mean by soaring like an eagle without wings.
And you do soar because, I mean, not only are you an author, you're a mother, you're a wife, you're a fabulous friend, but you also draw. I'm amazed by this. These are your sketches. Tell me about this.
Yes, this particular picture is a picture of Aaliyah, the singer that was killed in a plane crash years ago.
Okay, and this one here?
It's a little girl, and as I was drawing her, she's beautiful, but I said I'd never seen an artist draw someone from the back.
And you did
so
it.
I did it.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely stunning. And this one here?
That's my grandson, Jalen, when he was about 1 year old. He was just so handsome. I had to draw him.
And you do this with your feet?
Yes.
In 45 minutes, you told me.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. To close this segment, and it's really been an honor having you, what advice would you give someone out there that maybe is facing a physical challenge or an emotional challenge? What would you say?
I would tell them to face their fears head on. Don't quit trying. You know, you got to persevere. I've always been a self-motivated, self-driven type of person, so I didn't need other people to motivate me or to push me, but there are people out there that do. So, you know, just find somebody that will help you to reach your goals. I tell you, you know, once you focus on what you want, everything else comes together.
Tawana, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
It really has been a pleasure for me. And if you'd like to order her book, and it is a must-read, Unarmed but Dangerous, just go to TowanaWilliams.com.